For the best grooming products for you, yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help with your swagger, style, class, and luxury. We make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah, so get in style with the black, yeah. Grooming company, to give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury. Yeah, black, gentleman, black, yeah. Company, give you swagger, style, class, and luxury, in luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.
Yo. What's good? It's Stormybman, and I am back. Welcoming you to Stormybman Reacts, an offshoot video where I do quick reviews on nerds content. And this evening, we're talking about the Marvel Disney Plus TV series Daredevil Born Again. Yes, Daredevil Born Again has emerged on Disney Plus, a continuation of the story of the character of Daredevil, the vigilante from Hell's Kitchen. You know, the Netflix series ran 3 seasons. Then we also had the Jessica Jones and the Luke Cage and the Invincible Iron Fist, and culminating where they all teamed up. But it was great to be able to see these characters on the lower level tier of what was going on in and around New York City. And when the series for Daredevil was canceled, a lot of people felt really disenchanted because they thought that something good was going on there. So for the series to be brought back, everyone was like, okay, well, we know it's not going to be the same. So, you know, we could give it a shot, give it a chance to see exactly what their intents would be. And then we heard that they were going to bring back Charlie Cox playing the lead character of Matt Murdock / Daredevil. So people got a little bit excited about that. And then we were told that the series was already ready to go, and there were going to be about 18 episodes or something like that. So everyone was like feeling kind of funny because some of the main characters that we had come to love during the three season series, they may not be returning. Well, lo and behold, people, they changed things up. And so not only is Charlie Cox returning as Matt Murdock / Daredevil, but we'll get to see Deborah Ann Woll coming back as Karen Page and Eldon Henson coming back as Foggy Nelson. So again, that's the original cast from the original Netflix series, and we couldn't help but wonder, could it be that we would see more? Of course, Vincent D'Onofrio is coming back as Wilson Fisk / Kingpin, but we heard that John Bernthal will come back as Frank Castle / Punisher. Oh man, that was enough right there to instantaneously give Marvel the thumbs up for what they were doing. And let me tell you, the first 2 episodes were released last Tuesday. I had a chance to check out both. I'm a little bit late. This is actually Saturday night after the series was released, and this coming Tuesday will be the 3rd episode being released. But I just wanted to say, after catching the opener and part 2, this episode 2, I am very happy and excited about where we may be going with this series. This is not the same Daredevil that appeared in She-Hulk, people. You would be happy to know that. Even though it was the same actor that appeared in She-Hulk, you know, with Charlie Cox being the guy, this is not that Daredevil. It's the Daredevil from Netflix. And season 1 brought something immediately to our eyes. If we were going to question whether or not this series was going to carry the same type of dramatic license and violence within the first 20 minutes of the episode, your answers were given straight away by Marvel and Disney. Not only is that opening violent, not only is it dramatic, there are some things that immediately pull on your emotional strands for this series to start off. We actually get to see some new maneuvers, like a little bit more money was spent in how Daredevil can conduct himself. He's using his beta stick where the cable and everything, and he's swinging around kind of like Spider-Man a little bit, which is pretty cool for Daredevil. And if you read him in the comics, and you know he uses that in the comics, right? So we get to see Daredevil doing that. We see a long take of an action scene where he's taking on, guess who? Bullseye. Early in the first episode, we're seeing him battling Bullseye. And there's a long take where they're just having this tremendous fight scene, which calls to the Netflix series where they were having these long sequences with a single shot take tracking the action. It's the same thing. And I was like, okay, great. I'm sold. Okay. Hopefully it'll get a little bit more dramatic, and we get a chance also to see an assortment of who's going to be appearing in this series, just like with this collage here. Like I said, Wilson Fisk is back, and they're picking up elements from the graphics where Fisk actually ran for mayor and becomes mayor of New York. Now, what's interesting with that is, if you saw the series Echo, which was the last time we had a chance to really see Fisk at any detail and length, when he was leaving the situation that he was in that story for, he was on his private plane and he was watching the television monitor, and they were talking about the elections and everything, and it was planting that seed that Fisk may think about running for mayor. Now, one of the things that hasn't been explained just quite yet is that how did he get out of prison? Because that's going to be, and I can wait for that. I'm not one of those people who's like, hey, answer this, or why is this, or why is that? I like the fact that they're sprinkling elements of the comics into this story, and they are leaving room and space for certain surprises. And of course, we're going to see Fisk and Matt come face to face, probably several times throughout this series. And that's pretty good. But again, another heightened moment would be to see the fact that the Punisher is going to return. And we know that with everything totally in-house at Marvel now, you can pretty much expect the Punisher to be a lot more comic accurate too, even down to his attire. So that's something exciting to look forward to. And man, I'm waiting for next Tuesday to see the next episode. If I could watch it on that day, I will, or hopefully I could, catch it at some point. But it's really nice to have something to look forward to once again when you're talking about Marvel's Disney Plus series with these characters that we really enjoy wholeheartedly. And already I can tell you there has been mention of other characters who are in New York in this episode, in the episode 2. So there's dialogue. You have to pay attention to dialogue, because sometimes, even though if you don't see someone physically, the mere fact that they're mentioning them lets you know it's part of the shared universe. And like I said, I don't have to see every character walk across the screen to know that, oh, okay, this guy is from this universe. But it is very cool that they have taken the elements of stories and pieced them together. There are still, early on in the first 2 episodes, a couple of surprises that kind of take you aback immediately. But that's great, because if it's starting out that way, just imagine how the season is going to end, because they're already filming season 2 right now. So we have a lot to look forward to, and there are going to be more characters coming. I'm looking forward to whether we'll see Luke Cage, where we see the invincible Iron Fist, or even Jessica Jones. I mean, come on, man. Isn't it an exciting time to get back into the fact that Disney Plus now having these characters return under the same umbrella, carried over from Netflix. No recasting, no jump in anything except for time. There has been some time that has lapsed since episode and season 3 from Netflix, the Echo series, and now this television show. So we can look forward with great enthusiasm to what Marvel has to bring us. And I'll tell you this also, please give it a chance. If something doesn't necessarily take you immediately, give yourself a chance to enjoy it. Because what has to happen is things have to fall in order. Yes, time changes and people changes. But one thing that we're getting is the fact that Marvel has listened to its fan base, and they are trying their best to bring the kind of content that we want with the characters that we have invested in. And the least we could do is show a little bit of support and a little bit of patience, because I'm telling you, that phase 4, where things kind of got off track and everything, they're really trying to turn that around, people. So you have to give them a chance. I was almost really done. I had even expressed, you know what, forget this. But I came back because I wanted to give Captain America: A Brave New World a chance, and I'm glad that I did, because although it's not the best of the Marvel films, what they managed to do was tie in some loose ends from the Incredible Hulk film with Ed Norton. So there are elements of that story that brought that in, just like when Thor, The Dark World, was made more important with Infinity War. You see elements of the story. They can do this with creative writing and a process of trying to make you have a feeling for the characters that they've introduced to you and we've come to know. So the same is here with this series, and I hope that you can enjoy it as much as I have thus far, and I look forward to what's coming. So with that being said, I want to say check it out, tune in, and enjoy. This is Stormybman with Stormybman Reacts. I want to say shout out to all the nerds out there and to the mighty LDBC, and we will see you on the next one.